You want to lose your love handles for good, not just shrink them for a month and watch them come back. Fine, I'll give you the real process. But first, you need to understand where they actually came from, because almost nobody starts here. And skipping this step is why most guys quit too early. Love handles are not a mystery fat pocket. They show up from months, sometimes years, of eating more calories than your body actually needs. Your body prefers to store that extra fat around your midsection, and that's true for most men, and for women too after menopause. Here's the part that ruins people's motivation. Whatever area stores fat first is usually the last area to release it. That means belly fat, lower back fat, and love handles build up slowly without you noticing, and then feel almost impossible to remove, even when the rest of your body is clearly changing. The common mistake is diving into a diet, watching your face and arms lean out first, seeing zero movement at the waist, and assuming the method has failed. The fix. Expect the flanks to be last. If your face, chest, and shoulders are visibly leaner, your love handles are already in the queue. They just haven't been called up yet. Now the actual steps. Step 1 is nutrition, and this is where everything else depends on. Yes, you need a calorie deficit, but a deficit that's too aggressive will not make your love handles disappear any faster, because your body still has to work through the other fat stores first. The common mistake is going brutal, a huge deficit, feeling drained, and abandoning the diet in week 3, right before the flanks would have finally started moving. The fix: aim to lose roughly 1 pound a week. That usually means eating around 500 calories a day below what your body burns. Slower is fine if that's what you can actually sustain for months, because months is genuinely the timeline here. Step 2 is lifting weights, and this one confuses people because it will not directly melt the fat on your sides. What it does is build your back and shoulders, so your waist looks smaller by contrast, the same V-taper principle we've covered before on this channel. It also protects the muscle underneath that fat while you're in a deficit, so what you lose is actually fat, and not the muscle you already built. The common mistake is cutting calories and cutting your training volume at the same time to save energy, which strips muscle right alongside the fat and just makes you smaller everywhere instead of tighter at the waist. The fix: keep training hard through the deficit. You do not need high volume here. 3 to 6 hard sets per muscle group per week is enough to hold on to what you have. 3 to 4 sessions a week is plenty. Step 3 is cardio, and most guys either skip it completely or go straight to punishing themselves on a treadmill. Neither is necessary. Start by simply tracking your daily steps, then add roughly 2,000 more per day until you're sitting around 8 to 10,000 steps most days. That alone moves your calorie burn more than people expect. If you want to add real cardio on top, 10 to 30 minutes, 2 to 3 times a week, of anything you'll actually stick to, walking, cycling, swimming, is enough. Cardio you hate and quit is worthless. Cardio you tolerate for months is not. The common mistake is picking brutal cardio out of guilt, hating every session, and quitting within 2 weeks. The fix: pick boring, sustainable cardio over intense, forgettable cardio every single time. Step 4 is what to do when you inevitably stall, because you will. As you lose weight, your body burns fewer calories, partly because you weigh less, partly because you start moving less without even noticing it. That's normal, not a sign you're broken. If 2 to 3 weeks pass with no movement at all, don't panic and don't overhaul everything. The fix: make one small change. Either drop your intake by about 100 calories a day, or add a bit more daily movement, extra steps, or a little more cardio. Small adjustment, then hold steady again and give it time. Here's the whole method in one line. Understand that flanks go last, run a moderate deficit for months, not weeks, keep lifting so you lose fat instead of muscle, walk more than you think you need to, and make small corrections instead of drastic ones when you stall. Here's my honest twist: getting your love handles completely gone requires a level of leanness that is genuinely hard to maintain for most people, myself included. I've watched people get so fixated on erasing that last bit of fat that they ignore how much better they already look everywhere else and end up trading their energy, their mood, and their consistency for a few millimeters at the waist. If you're mostly there, that's a real result. Decide honestly whether the last stretch is worth the trade-off or whether maintaining what you've already built is the smarter move. Comment the word steps if you're starting this today, And next time I'm breaking down exactly how to tell you're in a real deficit without ever stepping on a scale, using nothing but your energy levels and how your clothes fit.